The CEO threw his coffee cup at my feet and roared, "You stuttering fool, you're only good for making tea." The entire office laughed, thinking I was just a useless shadow clinging to a job for a paycheck. But they didn't know that 10 minutes later, this very tea boy would have a billion-dollar investment group standing in applause, while the powerful CEO sat trembling at my feet. The secret lies in a master plan I've hidden for 3 years. Never despise the silent ones, for when they finally speak, your entire world might just crumble. This is the most shocking comeback you'll ever hear. You know, in this flashy architectural office, people measure a person's value by the shine of their shoes and the smoothness of their tongue. I am Nam, the most invisible person among invisibles. It was the night of the big celebration. The sound of wine glasses clinking filled the air as the CEO stood surrounded by flatterers. When I approached with the project I had stayed up 10 nights to perfect, he didn't even look at it for a second. He just smirked. "Nam, your position today is at the refreshment counter. We need loud echoes here, not broken sounds like the way you struggle to say your own name. Just get me a coffee. That's the biggest contribution you can make today." The room erupted in snickers. I stood there, my hands trembling as I held the blueprint he used as a coaster. I wasn't angry. I just pitied those who view the world through the pinhole of their own arrogance. I didn't quit. Instead, I asked to work the night security shift. My colleagues called me pathetic, but they had no idea. Night after night, under the dim security lights, I held dialogues with the empty walls. I recorded every meeting and practiced expressing architectural ideas until they were as sharp as a razor. Some nights my throat burned from the intensity, but I reminded myself, great tea needs time to steep. A great man needs time to endure. When I accidentally discovered a fatal structural flaw in the company's STAR project, a mistake that could bring the whole building down, I didn't speak up right away. I used an anonymous account, stayed up 3 nights to fix the entire technical solution, and sent it back into the system as a lost draft. I chose silence, letting my competence prepare its own voice. The day of the life or death contract signing arrived. The CEO turned pale when the international partners questioned the structural flaw, a flaw he knew nothing about. The room fell into a terrifying silence. At that moment in my security uniform while changing the water cooler, I spoke up. My voice didn't stumble. It was steady, resonant, and powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, the flaw isn't in the material, it's in the mindset of the leadership. I walked straight to the podium and presented the solution hidden in that lost draft to everyone's astonishment. When I pulled out my first-class International Architect certification, the CEO collapsed into his chair. It turned out the guard they despised was the true soul that saved the empire. The CEO ran after me, his voice shaking. "Nam, it was just a test. I was going to promote you." I stopped and gave him a calm smile. "Sir, once tea has gone cold, it cannot be steeped again, and once trust is gone, no executive chair can compensate for it." I left my security ID on top of the copyright infringement file I had prepared. The international partners coldly canceled the contract, and the CEO lost everything in a single afternoon. The colleagues who used to order me to buy their lunch now stood huddled in the hallway, unable to look the man they once called a decoration in the eye. Now in my own studio, I've realized one thing. The world doesn't pay you for what you know. It pays you for how you illuminate that value with self-respect. Real gold does not fear the fire. Other people's prejudice is just dust on the surface. If you are brave enough, you will shine in your own way. Never let your silence be out of fear. Let it be the preparation for a resonance that will eventually shake the world. Do you believe that each of us is a gem waiting to be polished? Please share your story of overcoming prejudice in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us spread these positive values every day. wishing you peace and strength on your journey to define yourself.